What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again. And once again, we're here with another Borderless Gaming GSA episode of just random toxics. Never mind. No, I'm sorry.
He's going to
get as always, is Geek. Say what's up to the people, Geek.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you feel welcome. Hope you find a home.
So what you been into this week, Geek? Yeah.
Just trying to get everything right. I missed out very, very closely on getting a PS5 at GameStop. I think two guys ahead of me got the last one.
Oh, that hurts. I've been in that situation before.
So there was that disappointment. So I got over my tears and I'm here with you today.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's start off real quick with the what we've got going on in gaming history today. Hey, what's going on, Evil?
Hey, Evil.
Gotta be honest, I'm feeling a little under the weather still. It's been this way for a little over a week, but trying to soldier on. So today in gaming history, 5 years ago today, Overwatch hit the gaming world on PC, PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. I know Overwatch is one of the most popular games in the world today, and yeah, that all started just 5 years ago. What else we've got going on? Hello, Andrea. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here. Oh, Andrea surprised me this week with a sign. It's right over my head in the background of the Borderless Gaming logo with LEDs. Super cool. Thank you for that. Hello, Dan's. How's it going? Everything holding up on the servers. Dan's is rocking Arc right now, doing her thing. Oh, that reminds me. I'm glad you came into the show. I wanted to let everybody know, including Geek, that the shirts are on order. So they should be here, I guess, whenever they're done and they get here. And I am waiting to hear back on the hats. We did talk about the hats, you and I, right?
We did.
You like the original style better, right? That's what we discussed, if I remember.
Yes.
Okay, so yes. So I'm waiting to hear back from the people make those. So those should hopefully be on order. But I should be able to put on. Hopefully, he told me that he'll be back. He will get back with me tomorrow. So hopefully he does that, and I will be able to put in the order for those tomorrow. So shirts are already ordered, on their way. Hats, hopefully will be on order tomorrow, and we will see where we go from there. Geek didn't like the hats with the Borderless Gaming underneath, but that's all right. That's okay. He didn't have to.
I want both.
But
but I do prefer the one without. But I
actually I kind of prefer the one without as well, as weird as that is. So you have anything for us today, Geek?
I didn't set it up, but I will in a second.
All right, if you want to wait for it, that's cool too. Shoot. We can jump into the news or what have you. What am I doing here?
I want to get to this toxic thing. I want to know what's going on.
All right, we'll kick into the news then, because it has something. It has to do with the news. So, first of all, Stadia claims that it is alive and well with 100 plus games coming in 2021. Yeah. Alive, I believe. Well, I don't know. And 100 plus games coming, that's cool and all, but you just got rid of all of your in-house studios. So what is my motivation for getting games on your platform when I have to pay a monthly service, pay for the game, and if you decide that if Google decides that Stadia is no longer worth it, or I should say, when Google decides that Stadia is no longer worth it, you're going to go out of business and I'm going to lose everything, all of that. All I will have is a controller. So, yeah, alive, but I don't think you're well, Stadia. And that 100 games does not help if you are killing off your personal companies, your first party studios, and not doing anything to where you're standing out from the crowd to where you're making games that are unique to your platform. Now they may be able to buy, and no, they definitely can afford to purchase games to be exclusive on their platforms, but I haven't heard anything about them doing that specifically, and maybe they are, and it could just be that I haven't heard anything about it yet. But yeah, you're going to definitely need to step up with some. You're gonna what Stadia actually needs to do is convince the world, convince its player base, or not even its player base, because if you're on there, you're probably already convinced of them being well to do or what have you, but they're going to need to convince us all that that they're not going to die, that Google's not just going to kill them in sometime within the next year or something, which is what it really feels like at this point. So I don't know if you guys, anybody interested, or if anybody has Stadia, actually, that's what I want to know. If you have Stadia, let me know. Say something in the comments, because I'm actually curious to know, is it worth it? Do you feel like it's worth it? I know there's a streamer or a YouTube personality. His name is Doc 1985, who he says he's really happy with Stadia or what have you, but he also says that he's really new to the gaming scene, and so I don't think that he knows much about Google and how they will kill off a service on a whim. So, and Stadia, the way it is I'm not saying that it's expensive, but it's too expensive to risk buying into without Google giving some really serious assurances. And that 100 games plus coming in 2021 could help. I mean, if they do that, then 2022 might be the time to take another look at Stadia and see. But for now, I personally, I can't recommend Stadia, but I don't know. What do you think about it, Geek?
I think you said it all. Right now, I have no motivation for Stadia. So, what is that? What is it going to be? You gotta give me something to want to take another look at it.
Yeah, for sure.
What am I paying for? If I'm gonna opt into this service, what am I getting? And what am I getting that I can't get anywhere else?
And that's the thing for me. If I can't get it on if I can get it on any of the other services that I have, which is a lot more than maybe I actually should, and without risking or without feeling the risk of these services going out of business. And that's the problem with Stadia. There's the feeling of they're about to go out of business. Like they're on the precipice of going out of business. And so personally, I don't feel safe, um, like I said, buying into Stadia. So yeah, next in the news, court documents hint at some form of Game Pass coming to the Nintendo Switch. Have you heard anything about that, Geek?
Yes.
So
but that's just all I heard, that they're going to be there as well.
right. So I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but Apple and Epic are in this big court battle, and so Apple requested like all these documents be released to come forth in the case, and so it has a lot to do with a lot of other companies that, man, we're just getting a lot of information trickling into the public eye, and one of them is talks between Microsoft and Nintendo about having Game Pass or some form of Game Pass on the Nintendo Switch. If they do it, I think it would be more of not Game Pass, but the Microsoft Cloud, X Cloud. They don't call it that anymore, but they haven't really come up with a good name for it yet. So we'll stick with X Cloud being on the Nintendo Switch rather than all of Game Pass. But that would be cool in the overall, in the big picture. For me, it would kind of suck because what I would do if that were the case is I would make my Nintendo Switch as my Game Pass, my mobile Game Pass platform, right? It's the reason it sucks for me is because I just ordered something else to do that, and so I'm waiting for that to come in, and then if this was to be true, then I already had a Nintendo Switch, so I wouldn't have had to do that. But that's a personal thing. And the overall, I think it would be super cool to have the Nintendo Switch being able to play anything having to do with Game Pass, because I mean, the Nintendo Switch is an excellent little handheld device system that you can throw in a bag, take anywhere you go, or just if you're chilling, like say you only have one place in your house where you can game or what have you, but somebody else is watching television, then you could just game on that. But what do you think about that? And do you have a Switch?
Evan has a Switch.
So no, you don't. Evan has one. You don't.
Yeah, I mean
Because Evan's
always on the go.
He's not letting you play. He's not letting you play his Switch. I know.
No,
Evan.
you know, even when I catch it that it's put down, he'll tell me, "Good evening, Kimberly." Even when I catch it that it's sitting down, and I go, "Oh, you're not playing it?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I was about to play in the next 10 minutes, or I'm waiting for one of my friends, and we're gonna get on." And I'm like, "Yeah, right. You didn't talk to anybody."
Hey, Kimberly, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. That's funny. But yeah, so I mean, what do you think about that? Would you game on that if it had Xbox games?
Yes, but I'm kind of questioning it, because if I go and grab that Razer Kishi when I can catch it in stock, then why do I need the Switch? It's like more of the same.
Okay, so that's a good point. You make a really good point there. And so I have the Kishi, right? And I use it, but I also find that like as I'm using it and I get phone calls or text messages or whatever, that I wish that I had something else so that I'm not using my phone, if that makes sense to you, right?
Yeah.
So then that's where I could see you saying, I could see it being relevant. Why would I go out and buy a Nintendo Switch to do this when I already have a phone and all I need to do is buy a Razer Kishi, right? Do you still have, by the way, do you still have Apple phones? An Apple phone?
Yes.
Because they just came out with I think it's called, I want to call it Backbone, I think it's called, which is this kind of pretty much the same thing as a Razer Kishi, but it's you watch Brad Sims, he actually did a report on it. He said it's better than a Kishi, slightly better than Kishi, for Apple products, for Apple phones and everything. So maybe you could have a dedicated thing, but here's my question as far as keep it on topic or whatever for you specifically. So you drive, right, for a living?
Yes.
Do you have while you're driving downtime to where you're just kind of out, but it's not worth going home? So you're just out somewhere, say like you stop at a McDonald's or whatever, chill in the parking lot, maybe you grab a burger or something, and you're just waiting for your next job to come up to where you could game. Do you have that kind of time? Does that kind of time exist in your world? In what you do?
Tomorrow, I'm a driver, and tomorrow I have a scheduled pickup at the airport. And so that's the perfect instance for me to utilize another device. I don't want to kill my phone. So now that's a time that if I had a Switch, I would use that Switch to play a Game Pass game. So yes, there are times when I have scheduled pickups and I'm waiting for the client that I can get a game or 2 or 12 in, especially at the airport, because you know how unpredictable that can be for whatever reason.
Right. So yeah, I think it would be good for that. I mean, it would be awesome. I don't know. A lot of if you look at the documents, the court documents, a lot of it has been redacted, so you don't know exactly what's going on. It could be something as minuscule as Master Chief is going to be on Smash Brothers or something. We don't know. There's just this big hope, I guess, that Nintendo and Microsoft are going to partner up in this huge way, which would be cool. For sure, I would love it, to be honest with you. But I guess we'll see. Let's see, what else do we have in news? Here we go. So I guess it shows up that I feel like the news this week has been toxic, and I'm not really into all that. Like it drains my soul, honestly. Like that's the best way to explain it. It just drains my soul to deal with anything toxic in the world. So it has been confirmed again that Starfield is not going to be coming to the PlayStation. Period. Full stop. And people are really mad about it. And I mean, I get it almost. I mean, I understand your pain, right? Kind of. I can empathize with your pain if you're mad about this, right? You have a PlayStation, you don't have an Xbox, and for some unknown reason, you don't have a computer. Now, that part I'm kind of confused about because I feel like in this day and age, most people have a computer. But for some reason, you only want to, you know what? I don't. Well, and you don't have a computer. I empathize with you. It sucks that you don't get a game that you've been looking forward to for years, right? But I want to remind certain Sony fans, right, of the things that you guys have been saying to Xbox fans and fans of the PC or whatever that have not had PlayStations in the past. If you want to play these exclusives, get the system that they're on. You guys have pounded that into the heads of people for years. Now that the shoe is on the other foot, it doesn't apply anymore. Like, you're raging all over Twitter and comments and threatening to boycott. Like, honestly, you guys trip me out. You guys are threatening to boycott Bethesda, right? You're never going to buy another one of their games, right? Question. If you weren't going to get an Xbox and you weren't going to get a PC for gaming, you were never going to buy another one of their games anyways. They're exclusive to these systems. So why would they care that you're trying to get in their face saying that you're never going to buy another one of their games? You weren't going to do it anyways. You weren't going to have they're not even giving you the ability to do it if you're not going to be on an Xbox or in Game Pass. And let's say it that way, just to make it simple. You're saying that you're never going to get Game Pass. You were never going to. They don't care. They don't care. Right. If you're not getting Game Pass, you were never going to get their games anyways, right? Except for whatever they already had contracts signed and in the works for PlayStation. These were the only games that you were going to get. So, what is it? Tokyo Ghostwire Tokyo, I think it's called, actually, and something else that are coming. Okay, so you don't get those games. I don't think that they're too worried about it because those games are coming later to Game Pass, so the cost of those are already covered. All you're doing is you're maybe taking out a little bit of profit, but then you're making it so that you have less games. And then there's like the Elder Scroll Online series or whatever that if you don't already have it, you probably were not planning to get it, so they don't care. And all they're going to be doing is updating it. So if you do have it, they already have your money for it, and all you're going to do is not get the updates or not play the updates. I don't think you're not hurting them. You're not hurting anybody but yourself, and you're upset for the things that you touted all these years, right? And it's not just these things. Like, you guys want to be so toxic, and it's not just PlayStation players, because Xbox players. These crazy Xbox fans have done the same things in the past, where you're threatening to boycott developers and games or whatever because they're not coming to the Xbox. Well, if you were never going to get a PlayStation, you were never going to get these games anyway. So why are you going online and talking a bunch of mess, right? Like, seriously, stick to what you say, right? So in the past, you've said, if you want a game and it's not on your system of choice, get the system that it comes on. Stick to that. Don't deviate from that now when it doesn't benefit you, right? You got to stick to that. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This is like American politics for real, Congress. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, right? If you like Xbox or if you like PlayStation, stick to your convictions. Or if you're gonna change your convictions, no, I mean, be real about it. Don't go with the wind. Don't be mad when what you were happy about now works in the favor on the other side of the aisle. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And then finally, as far as, and I'm sorry, I know there's usually a lot more news, but it's been so toxic that I just came to the point this week where I just stopped watching the news. the THQ Nordic Biomutant. There was some news about that, and I can actually share this with you guys. THQ Nordic defends Biomutant dev as it faces backlash for disabling native 4K on PS5 due to technical issues. Okay, so we're going to go through this because, again, the crazy people of the, and this is what bugs me about it. Like, it used to be that as gamers, it didn't matter where you gamed. If you were a gamer, we were all united, right? And I miss that because we were the people that like the world was against. Like, people hated gamers, right? But now gamers just hate gamers, and nobody else really even cares. So Biomutant can't run due to technical difficulties or issues. Can't run native 4K on a PS5, right? It has to run at 1080p upscale to 4K, 60 frames. Okay. I don't know what the difference is. Like, I don't know if you can, I know I can't visually tell the difference between upscaled 4 to 4K or native 4K. Maybe some people can. I don't know. But here's the thing. You guys, people have been threatening the lives of the devs at THQ Nordic for this being the case, for this technical issues. Okay, if there's a technical issue, that's on Sony. Why aren't you guys talking to Sony about it? But beyond that, doesn't matter. Here's the thing that really grinds me. Returnal. 1080p upscale to 4K 60 frames. But you guys claimed since it's been out till last week, and then you guys just dropped the topic. Nobody's even talking about Returnal now. You guys dropped the topic that Returnal was the greatest thing, best game, true next generation, finally out. But it has the same issues, the exact same issues. It runs at 1080p scale to 4K, 60 frames. Same as what Biomutant is going to do. But you guys are only mad at THQ Nordic because this one stupid reason. It runs native 4K, 60 frames on the Series X. No problem. And why does it do that? Because Xbox did what they said they were going to do. They wanted to be able to run backwards compatible games. Sony did what they said they were going to do. They don't care about backwards compatibility, so they didn't set their system up for that. Only thing is, the pandemic happened. There are a bunch of people who are buying up stocks of these systems and holding them, trying to price gouge us, everybody. And so Sony didn't foresee that, couldn't foresee that. It was all unexpected, not their fault. Don't blame Sony. I love Sony. I have a PlayStation 5 right there. But they didn't plan for this. And honestly, neither did Xbox. They didn't plan for that, but they knew that they wanted their games, their system to be backwards compatible all the way back to their first system. Sony said, that's not our thing. PlayStation, hardcore PlayStation guys have been saying, you know, that's a knocking point. You guys want to play old games on the Xbox. Well, now that situation is turning out to be a good thing because now there are certain games that are going to be cross-platform, that are not cross-platform, but can be played on either platform, that are going to run better on the Xbox because Sony didn't want, or because, let's be honest, because Sony listened to you guys saying that you don't want backwards compatibility, and so they didn't give it to you. and now it's biting them. It's coming back to bite them. So, what do you know? First of all, Geek, time to put your name to the test. If you can't answer this, you're getting a number. I'm telling you. What is the difference between native 4K and it? No, not what is the difference? Sorry, not what is the difference. Can you see the difference between native 4K and upscale to 4K?
Only if you're looking at them side by side can you tell. But there is no difference. Once it's going to your TV, your monitor, whatever, there's no difference, perceivable difference, if you don't have something to compare it to.
Directly. So you're saying that if I was playing this game, Biomutant, on my Xbox, and then I switched to play it on my PlayStation, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference?
Nope. Not unless you have those screens side by side.
So what are people mad about? I don't get it.
That's just something for them to harp on, to complain about.
So
their system is being shown up to be inferior, and they don't want that.
But these are things that we already knew. These are things that both of these systems touted from the beginning. It was said that the Xbox was going to be the more powerful system, slightly more powerful, but more powerful nonetheless. And now people are mad about it. But you got what was being offered. You know, you didn't buy your PlayStation for these games that are on every platform. Not if you're hardcore. Not if you're a hardcore Sony fan. The hardcore Sony fans always say that they're all about the exclusives, you know, and they don't care about anything else. This is what they say, you know. So why are you guys mad that Biomutant runs natively better on the Xbox, but you're not even ever going to be able to tell? Because, or at least, I mean, Biomutant, the THQ Nordic said that we're going to be upgrading the game to run on. Right now, it's all backwards compatible stuff that's running. So this game is being made for the PS4 and the Xbox One. They said that in the future they're going to make it for the PS5 and the series, but so why are you mad? Like, why are you threatening the lives of people? These 20 people that make this game, man. It's not even a AAA title, and you're doing things like saying that Xbox is paying them to make it less on the place. Why would they do that? If they could pay them for something, if they could pay them to do something, man, I'm getting a headache over this. If they could pay them to do something,
don't get triggered.
Why wouldn't they just pay them to make it exclusive on the Xbox? Why would they? Oh, here, we're going to pay you to make it run a little bit worse in a way that nobody will ever really be able to tell unless they put it up side by side, but on the other system, on the other guy's system. What kind of sense does that even make? Like, what dumb crap has to be running through your mind to think that and to type that for the world to see? Like, oh my goodness. I'm trying real hard not to swear right now because I don't want to. Somebody might be watching with their kids, and I don't want kids hearing me swear. But man, this cheeses me off. Like, and then it's funny. I guess it's the whole war, right? And I need to start looking at it as as a real war, because another thing that I saw this week is Sony fans saying that the fact that so it's what is the game that just came out remastered? Andromeda, Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy just got re-released for the PS5 and the Xbox Series and what have you. And so Digital Foundry did their thing, and it loads faster on the PlayStation. It loads like 8 seconds faster on the PlayStation, right? Blink says, as a PC player, I laugh every time you say 60 frames as if it were a selling point. The internet lets people lash out you know what? I can't even speak. I'm so mad. Seriously, shouldn't take these people seriously. And maybe I shouldn't. You're probably right. But I have to walk through all this muck, right? And you just reminded me of something else. But so let me get through this real quick. Mass Effect loads about 8 seconds faster on the PlayStation 5 than it does on the Xbox Series, right? But it plays way better, smoother on the series than it does on the PlayStation, right? And all of a sudden, it's better for the game. According to these Sony warriors, it's better for a game to load faster than it is to play better, smoother. Really?
Again, if you have nothing to compare it to, how do you even know?
And I mean, like, you know, people watch like Digital Foundry and see these things or what have you, and it doesn't matter to me. Like, 8 seconds is not the 1 to 3 minutes faster that these new systems load than the last systems, right? Right. So cool. And please understand, if you're watching this, this sounds like I'm against Sony. I'm not. I have a PlayStation 5 right there. I really enjoy my PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox Series X right there. I really enjoy that. And in front of me, I have a PC that is not completely up to scale as where they can be, a PC can be right now, but is pretty much as close as you can get with the way things are not in stock right now, right? So, and then if you go around my play space and into the other room back there, where you see the G behind me, there are older systems going all the way back to the Atari 2600, which is on the desk over there. So this isn't about me hating on any system. Gaming is what I'm about, is what I do. I enjoy gaming, and I don't ever want there to be a situation where a lot of you guys are finding yourselves now you can't play a certain game because you don't have a certain system. That's not for me. And so, wow, some of you have like Geek and Mercedes. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that, but whatever. You're getting called out. I don't have a Mercedes. My car is a Mazda RX-8 from 2004. You know, so but I have all the systems because that's what I'm into. Some people are into cars. Some people collect stamps or coins or comic books. Plank has a big comic book collection, I know. I'm not downing your system, because your system is my system. Their system is my system. I have them all, right? So it's not about that, but it's about the culture that we're creating, and it's hurting my soul, guys. It's hurting my heart. I'm not gonna lie.
We both play PUBG, and I have the original uh, Xbox One, and until I'm playing with you, Falchion, on the Series X or the the other one, the One X, I don't know the difference. But then when I'm playing with you and I hear you already on the ground fighting, shooting, doing whatever, I go, "You're already loaded in?" That is the only time that I realize that there's a difference.
Yeah. Plank says this is an old talking point. Genesis was faster than the NES or the SNES by a lot, but the SNES looked way better. And you know, maybe I wasn't so. No, it's not true. Like, I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm saying I the thought that it was in my head isn't true. I was gonna say maybe I just didn't know enough people that had, but I did. Like all my friends had different systems or what have you. Um, so I did hear talk about it, and I maybe it's just I wasn't into it outside of my group of friends, and nobody was being toxic about it. But now, just the whole thing is so daggone toxic, man. It's just and okay, you want to make somebody feel bad about what they play. All right, if you're an adult and they're an adult, cool, whatever, do your thing. But like when I hear kids upset because they feel like they got the wrong system because they heard all this crap, like that's moving on. Geek, what do you got for us, man? Because yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm angry.
I don't
I'm
know why you
very
let that
angry.
I don't know why you let that trigger you so much.
Man, it's just so much. There's so much gaming greatness, right? And whatever you choose to game, right? Whatever you choose to play on, there's great stuff going on, right? And right now, the fight we're having is between this system or that system being better, when the fight that we should be having is let us all play all these multiplayer games together so that we don't have to buy, so that people don't have to buy multiple systems, right? That should be the fight. Um, my jacket is just an Adidas jacket, but thank you. Um, I'm cold, which is something that I'm sure that you may be experiencing with what you're going through. I live a life that where I'm almost always cold. Andrea definitely likes it to be a lot colder than I do, and that with the fact that coupled with the fact that I my gaming area is on the lowest level of the house. We don't have basements where I live because the water table is too high, but this is the lowest level of the house. So heat rises, cold falls. It's always way colder, like 10 to 20 degrees colder down here than it is in a place where she can be upstairs where she's most comfortable. So, but thank you. But I think you might be talking about this. It's just a sticker though. It's nothing. It's just a sticker. Actually, Deck, are you still here? Or Evil, sorry. Are you still here? Um, Shout out if you are. Let me know if you are. But yeah, thanks though. But it is just my jacket and I'm cold right now is all. uh, okay, Geek, you got something for us. I guess you have us, which is kind of weird.
No, no, no. That's what I wanted to show. Is that I'm just looking at Game Pass and what's new. I have a couple of different uh, tabs open too. I was looking at different games and I was going to ask, what were your thoughts? And instead of doing each individual one, I figured we just go through them. You know, Secret Neighbors. I had this Remnant from the Ashes tab open. And of course, because we like shooters, I was wondering, have you seen anything about Reloaded? Just Cause 4. Reloaded. Is that a game that's on your radar at all?
I've had that game for a long time, since it first came out. Hold on just a second. Evil does say that he's here. Evil, listening to our story, your story, our story, about the Xbox sticker, my wife had these stickers made up for you. So we're sending you a sticker. Even though you didn't send me an Xbox sticker, we're sending you a Borderless Gaming sticker. So just wanted to let
First world
you know.
problems.
She
Put that out there.
yeah. But she was thinking about that story, and so she had some stickers made. So just wanted to let you know that you'll be getting a sticker soon, or I only have Angry's. I'm trying not to put people's names out there, and I know I keep accidentally calling you by your name, and I apologize for that. I only have Angry's address, so I'm going to send them to him. And I talked to him yesterday, and he said that he lives like 10 minutes from you, so he could easily get it to you. So, yeah, I wanted it to be a surprise, but I suck at surprises. So, yeah, sorry. But yeah, okay. So let's go through it. Okay, let me. Just Cause is, I think it was a cool game. I've had it. I had it when it first came out. Just Cause 4, right? Yeah. So yeah. What else?
I looked at this and I wasn't too sure about this one. This is Remnant for the Ashes, from the Ashes.
Remnant, right? I got a good story. Evil says, "Woohoo, a sticker! You like stickers?" Yeah, but yeah. Okay, Remnant from the Ash. Funny story about that, right? Plank starts playing Remnant from the Ashes. He's like, "Oh man, playing this game is cool. You should get it." Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Like, cool. All right, I'll get it. So look it up on Steam, buy it. It was like $20 or whatever, right? And I was like, just for S and giggles, let me see if it's on Game Pass. It was on Game Pass. Could have got it for free. So yeah, Remnant from the Ashes is pretty cool. But it's better when you have more than one person, or like a team. It's one of those kind of games. So are you added SnowRunner right next to Remnant from the Ashes?
No, these are just recently added on Game Pass.
Oh, okay. SnowRunner, Evil will tell you, crazy fun game. But you got to be into like driving and stuff like that. It's a driving game. I enjoy that immensely, and it's fun by yourself, but it's even more fun with people. What else?
Have you even seen this?
No. A fishing game on the Xbox.
On Game Pass. So it can be anywhere. It could be on your phone.
No, I mean, my point, do I like fishing that much? In real life?
That's a personal preference.
Mm,
I'm trying to look at games outside of my norm
got you.
just to
Um,
see, what these other things are. I want to make an informed decision.
I mean, you know what? It would be worth trying because I have a fishing game on my Oculus, right? And it's very fun, even though I don't really like fishing in real life. For whatever reason, I like it in VR. So that might be worth checking out. What else?
This game I'm not aware of at all.
Um, so I watch on YouTube a guy whose name is Jay Wood, and then there are some numbers. I want to say it's
Okay.
like 2012 or something. Um, he is very hyped for this game, but this is the type of game he plays. Um, so he says that he feels like it's going to be an excellent game. I don't know. It's not a type of. It's. I've played the closest game to that I've played is. I wish J Law was here because it was a game I played with him and his family. Don't starve. Don't starve
Okay.
together. Um, so it was okay. Um, you know, it was okay. What else?
Never heard of this. Never seen this before. And if not for the Game Pass notification, wouldn't even know it existed.
So like this looks like a this sequel to the game Hello Neighbor, which is a mystery game.
Okay.
And my nieces and nephews my niece and nephews when they come over, they love playing Hello Neighbor. Or when I go there and they'll ask me for my phone so that they can play it um, on XCloud or what have you. So if you're into mystery games, like Andrea would probably like this game. She's into mystery, solving mysteries and stuff. So she might be into that. Next, Knockout City. Now, I know about this game. Do you know about this game?
No.
No. Knockout City is a battle royale game,
Okay.
but instead of rolling around trying to kill each other, you're playing dodgeball in the city, this big city. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm not 100% sure. It's brand new or what have you, but yeah, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. So I am actually interested in that. And you can team up for that. So that would be fun. Got anything else?
Oh, I was just going through the games in Game Pass. I'm just putting it out there that once you pay into this ecosystem, there are things that are available to you.
Slow down. Slow down on your scroll.
All
So you
right.
see and one of the older Resident Evils here, State of Decay, really fun game. Um, World War Z, I think Evil will attest to you that that's a really fun game. I can't see the first one. I can't quite make it out, but it looks like it's a Dead Space. Yeah, it is. Dead Space, really fun. Um,
Okay.
Doom, very popular. You just simply can't deny that.
That's the original.
So they have Doom 64. I think they have all of the Dooms actually on Game Pass right now. Um, Seeing here that you're looking at some of the games that are in the EA Play.
Yes.
So The Sims is a fun game. It's I find that more people that are not gamers really love The Sims. as a game, but
Okay.
like my wife's best friend is not a gamer, but she plays The Sims. Uh, Battlefield 5, you have to be into. I mean, it's a shooter, great shooter. Battlefield is always a great shooter. We're all looking forward to Battlefield 6. Um, but I guess the reason me personally, I don't play this that much is I'm not into older war games, World War One and Two. Not really into that, so that's what hampers me from playing that. I'm not definitely not into FIFA, but I can't deny that FIFA is huge in the world of gaming. Titanfall 2, could not recommend that more highly. That is a super fun game. Super fun as a multiplayer game. Titanfall 2, Titanfall 1 didn't have a single player, but Titanfall 2 actually has a single player. That's also very good. Jedi: The Fallen Order, also a very good game, single player, but probably one of the best Star Wars games I've ever played personally. But that being said, I haven't played too many of the Star Wars games. Need for Speed, if you're into that kind of racing. Thanks to Deck and those guys, I'm not into racing where you purposefully crash into other people unless it is like a demolition derby game like Wreckfest, which is also on Game Pass. But that being said, a lot of people do like the Need for Speed franchise. To me personally, it's just a little more arcadey than I like my racers to be.
This is a personal, I want to shout out Dave. I'm not going to give his last name. He's watching. He just came in and he's watching the episode from the beginning. But when he gets to this part, I want to make sure that I acknowledge him. And thanks for the view. Thanks for coming by. And I'm really trying to get him to comment in the stream to say the types of games that he plays. So
thanks for checking us out.
Just big up to Dave.
Okay. Continuing on with what you have here in the most popular section, Forza Horizon 4. Again, super popular, and it's true. It's a super popular game. It's a fun game to kick around with your friends. To kick around. Again, it falls more towards the arcadey side of racing. Not too much my thing, but I actually do enjoy this one. I think I enjoy. I know I enjoy Need for Speed as well. But I just do have to constantly remind myself, like when I'm playing online, that this isn't a serious racer. It's more arcadey. There's that Resident Evil again. Flight Simulator, that right now that's only on PC. It's not out for the console yet, but love that game. Cannot, like, if on this list of games that was the only one, I could be really happy. I would be just fine. Like, but I'm very much into flying. So then you're gonna have the Gears. There's Arc. So Dan's looking at you. Here's all this stuff on Game Pass. And again, Game Pass also translates to computer as well, or PC as well, that you can get for a small monthly fee or what have you. I know that, like, at least right before I started the show, you were playing Ark. So yeah, and then what's this coming soon?
I don't even know that. This one. Spell Force 3.
So I've never heard of that game. But apparently it's out in like 3 days. I'm willing to check it out. That's the great thing about Game Pass. So let's say you got Game Pass for a month. right? So you're dropping $1 for Game Pass for a month, and then you have this huge list of games. And I mean, it's a huge list. What Geek is showing here on his screen is just a really tiny fraction of the games that are in Game Pass that you can play. Like even just like the EA play list alone is really huge, and then that doesn't even include all the games that are outside of that are on Game Pass. What I would do for that month, if you're unsure, is go through the list, check out the games that you know you would want to play, right? That are the genres that you know you really like to play, the types of games that you like to play, right? Check them out, right? And then go through the list again and look at the games you think you might want to play. Like right here on the bottom of your list, I see the Yakuza franchise. Not sure that I would like that, but it's interesting enough that I want to try it. I want to check it out, right? Rage 2, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I want to try it. Wasteland 3, I heard a lot of good things about it. Tried it, didn't like it, removed it from my system. It's just me. Not saying it's a bad game. You know, when I don't like something, that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means it doesn't appeal to my taste. I don't like chocolate. I'm willing to bet that almost all of you do. Just me. It's just me.
I'm so triggered. How can you not like chocolate?
But go ahead. Like it tastes like dirt. And yes, I've tasted dirt. Deal with it. Anyway. Anyways, the Wolfenstein series, very fun. Skyrim is a super fun game. I heard Prey is super fun. I haven't played it, but I'm going to give that a try when I get a chance to. Sunset Overdrive, all you Sony guys that are really mad. Insomniac Games is now with Sony, so you guys could possibly be getting that. But I heard that that's a fun game. It's an older game, but I heard it's really fun. I never tried it back in the day because back then I was really into one of the things that I based whether or not I was going to get a game was art style, and I wasn't into this art style, so I didn't try that game. But I heard it was a super fun game. Plants vs. Zombies, I hear is really cool. Never tried it though. Deep Rock,
I've tried that. Plants vs. Zombies, it was a fun game. You know, like after you and I would play some other games, that were pretty intense. You know, we're doing the strategy, and you know, it's a whole war thing. Hey, Lady Assassin. So
you changed your name?
No, that's her real name.
Oh, okay. Hey, Lady A, how's it going? I was confused. Well, okay, so yeah, okay, my bad. Hey, Lady A, I'm glad you can make it.
She came because you were talking about Need for Speed.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was big into Need for Speed on the PlayStation. See, I don't
because her name on PlayStation is Sweets for Speed.
Yeah.
Because she was all about that racing life.
So yeah, sorry, I even know your first name, but I didn't know your last name. So, cool. Welcome. I'm glad you came. So she could probably tell you more about Need for Speed than I could. Again, you know, different taste. So there's more of the Yakuza series here. Halo is a fun series. They have really wonderful single player experience for me. I don't like the multiplayer experience of Halo. I used to, but like a lot of games, it has evolved over the years, and throughout its evolution, it pushed me further and further away until I was completely out. But yes, Game Pass. This is the beauty of Game Pass. There are a bunch of games that you can either know that you like Titanfall 2. I've had Titanfall 2 since it first came out. We really enjoyed Titanfall 1 as a clan, and we moved on to Titanfall 2, and it was really fun. But you move on through games. It's been years, but this is a game that I would be willing to go back through and play the single player of, because it, for me, it is that much fun. And again, but something like the Yakuza series, I hear is fun. Um, so I'd like to try it out and see what I think. Skyrim is really fun to me. Again, all these things are my opinions on as far as something being fun or not fun. They're all my opinions. So that actually might be a game that I'd be willing to go back through and play again, just to kind of relive it as we wait for the next Elder Scrolls. It's the game series isn't Skyrim. It's actually Elder Scrolls, but the Skyrim game is really fun.
There you go, Fausch, and you feel better. She put the other name, so you know.
I didn't mean for you to change your name or what have you. That's not what I was saying. I just saw the picture. I recognized who you were and didn't recognize the name, so I thought you changed your name. But I'm doing good. A little bit under the weather, but fighting through it. And how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, to be honest with you. I haven't even seen you streaming in a while. Is everything okay? Hopefully everything is okay. That was maybe a little too personal of a question. I hope everything is okay. I haven't seen you
in a while, in like 3 days. She was streaming this past week.
Oh, I didn't. I maybe for some reason I'm not getting the push notifications then, because I haven't seen any notification of her streaming in quite a while.
Lady A, please put your Twitch stream in the chat. For those of you that don't know, Lady A streams quite often. She's quite addicted to Destiny, partial to Destiny almost. But lately she's been streaming a little bit of Outriders.
Oh, wow. Yeah, everybody, if you stream, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Twitch or Twitter,
Evil as well, yeah.
Whatever. Guys, put your stuff in the chat. Let people know where they can find you. She says I was like on Xbox last week, Geekmaster.
I was hoping that you wouldn't read that, because that was a dig. Because the one time that she was on Xbox, I wasn't there.
I mean, how am I not going to help her get her digs in? She's my friend.
You're a traitor. But yeah, if Lady A would be as wonderful enough to grace me with her presence again, that would be awesome. Definitely want to get some gaming time in with Lady A.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, Game Pass is wonderful. On the flip side, if you're on Sony, if you're a Sony fan, if you're only on PlayStation, they have PS Now. Is that what it is? PS Now?
Yes, with their gaming service, yes.
Yeah, they have their gaming service, PS Now. Library is, of course, not as big, and the games are, in fact, a lot older or what have you, I guess. Going back, or mainly, I should say, their games are mainly PS3 games. It's not a bad thing. PS3 has some wonderful games, some wonderful times on the PS3.
Well, the whole thing with that is, if you're on PS Plus, and this is something that I want to shout out Evan, Echo Evan. He brought up that I should get, because I'm trying to get the PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
He says the game, the $1 for 3 months Game Pass, Xbox. Thanks, Lady A.
Thank you, Lady A. I did not know that. So wow, you can get 3 months of Game Pass for $1 right now. That is huge.
So on the Sony side, since I'm trying to get the PS5, because I want to feel those triggers, is that Echo Evan was saying to get the games, and even though I don't have the system yet, by getting the games, when I get the system, they'll still be available to me, because most games on PlayStation Plus, you get it for you can get into it for a limited time, those deals. But even once you have accepted the deal, even when you now have that license for that game, so you can play it at any time. So it was a good thought that Echo Evan brought up.
That is a very good point, because they have a lot of, they're doing their pardon me, their play at home initiative right now, and so they're giving away, I want to say it's up to something like 32 games for free, and whether you would like them or not, it's something that you go ahead, you claim the games is basically what it is. Even if you don't have a PS5, even if they only play on PS5 and you don't have one yet, you go ahead and you go through and you claim these games through PlayStation Plus or what have you. Some of these games you don't even need PlayStation Plus to get them, but you go ahead and claim these games, and even though you can't play them now, should you get a PS5 in the future, you already claim these games. So even if they go away from this deal or what have you, you still own them, so that you can download them when you are ready to go ahead and do that. So yes, if you are on PlayStation, you definitely want to, actually, Andrea, I'm looking at you. You want to go through that list. She just jumped on PlayStation. She just started playing on PlayStation. Go ahead. You want to go through that list and see if they're, you know what? I wouldn't even suggest seeing if there are games that you like. Just go ahead and claim all the games. You don't download them. I'm not saying to download them. I'm saying just claim them so that you own them, and then whether you choose to download them and play them or not or what have you, you will own them, just in case, like maybe in the future your taste changes and something that you didn't think you would like, you don't think you would like now, you end up liking in the future. I actually have probably close to 1,000 games on the PlayStation that I've claimed, that I've never downloaded, never touched, never looked at. But whenever, if you have PlayStation Plus, every month you get at least four games through PlayStation Plus, and so I just always make sure that I claim those games. So you definitely want to do that if you are on PlayStation. That's right, Lady A. Tons of games, and more than I could probably ever play throughout the rest of my life, because it's just like this, there's like this much of it left. I'm old and my back hurts. No, anyways, sorry children. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, so yeah, I have a ridiculous amount of games.
Boy, does he.
Like,
as you look at his room, first world problems.
It's like, yeah. So, yeah, I got to get my gripe out against all the toxic stuff, and I feel a little bit cleansed. My head's not hurting so bad anymore like it was when we were talking about it. Now I just have
right over there?
Yeah, I just have a slight migraine now, but that has nothing to do with this. It's just been going on recently. And my migraines are weird because they're not like, generally they're not a pain in the head. They are they're a scent based thing, and I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker, but I smell cigarettes when I have a migraine. It's like somebody's blowing cigarette smoke in my face, and it's painful. Not physically painful, but just like a mental. It's crazy. Like, if you don't smoke and somebody who's constantly, if you can imagine that you're not a smoker, but somebody's constantly blowing cigarette smoke in your face, those are my migraines. And that and everything looks green, has a green tint to it. Like I have a green film over my eyes. That's really kind of actually kind of cool because it looks like I'm wearing night vision without the distortion. If that makes sense, it's kind of weird, but that's the way it is. Um, and right now it's not so bad. Like, so everything has like a small green tint to it, but there are times when like I've had it so bad, right, that, and for so long that one of my doctors asked me to describe a medication that I was taking, and in the description I told him that it was the pill was green, and it turned out that the pill was actually red. But I found out that much later. So that's how crazy it gets. But now we're getting way off topic and of the show and into like my really personal life, and I apologize. I didn't. I honestly didn't mean to go there. Geek, I have nothing left to say. Do you have anything more for the people?
Next week is another show.
All right. Geek just ended it just like that. Real quick, I want to let you guys know where you can find Plank. If you're looking for Plank and you want to watch him live, you can see him on Twitch. He is Plank GJE. On Steam, he's PJ Danger. On Discord, he's Plank. And he has an Instagram, but I don't know what it is because I don't have Instagram, so I don't mess with him in that way.
Isn't that Plank 909? I'm asking.
I may be. That's a good question. I'm gonna go with it until he says something different, because he could say something in the comments about it if he so chose to. So on Instagram, he's Plank 909, and I know he posts pictures of his cooking on there. At least there may be a lot more. But like I said, I don't have Instagram, so I don't see that. If I like racing, you recommend Need for Speed. I need to try that out again. It's been a long time since I played a Need for Speed, like a really long. Actually, when me and Plank were roommates back in the and yeah, I'm trying not to let my exact age be known, but I will tell you that I'm closer to 100 than I am to 1. So, but Geek, where can they find you if you can remember your own stuff? Let's see.
I don't even try to remember that stuff anymore. I gave up on it. So look, there we go.
So now you got to wait for it to go around. Look, he's waiting. He doesn't.
No,
know.
I'm not even.
Go.
I believe in our viewers that they know how to read. So there it is, and I hope to see you in any one of those places.
All right, if you're looking for Geek, I'll tell you where to find him. On the Xbox, you can find him as GKMSTR space NYC, PlayStation, Twitch, Steam, and Discord. He is GKMSTR. That's it. On Uplay, he is Geekmaster NYC. He may have an Instagram, but I don't know it if he does, because I don't have Instagram. That's nothing. It's the same as Plank. I mean, it's not the same. It might be the same Instagram. I don't know what they do. I don't know.
You know, I got this screen share up for you, and we're just missing all of it.
Okay. What is this?
This is my PlayStation account, so I'm just showing where Days Gone is available on PC.
Right, so if you're a zombie player, if you're into zombies, there you go. Days Gone. Knockout City is coming. Nice. Destiny 2. Oh, shout out to
somebody. Check on Lady A, because she loves her Destiny.
As does Evil. He's a Destiny player as well.
But I'm saying, when it came up, I'm sure Lady A clutched her pearls. Anything having to do with Destiny.
All right, so Plank is Plank 909.
YouTube is Plank 909. Okay. Plank GJE. So
no, Plank 909 is his
YouTube.
His Instagram.
Oh, his Instagram. Okay. Oh, this is his
Uh,
YouTube because he's saying it. I got it.
through
Now I'm
YouTube.
catching up.
Cooking and watching at the same time. Nice. Don't burn yourself. I have a picture I need to send you. I want to show you something that I got. Um, Lady A laughs at you, geek, because she's not clutching her pearls. Uh,
That's what she wants us to believe.
Mongolian beef tonight. That's that. See, that's I. Are you filming it right now? No, I know you're not filming it because you're having some renovations done. Um, which, by the way, if you've been missing his videos this week, it's because he's having some renovations done that he hasn't been able to do that. Lady A laughs and says, "Oh Lord." Hmm. She's like a old church lady. She got to get that fan, right? Got to have that fan in church because it's hot. Church when you praise
She
His
needs that.
name.
She needs that fan because they put up Destiny 2. She's getting triggered. She wants to go play.
Lady A says she hates zombies. I didn't know that. That's good. Okay. Okay.
She only hates them because Destiny 2 don't have zombies.
You may be right. Like that may be the thing that takes zombies over for her. Yeah, so here's some interesting games. Returnal. Everybody is touting how great Returnal is. I actually want to get that game, but there is the risk of a bug going on with it right now. Returnal is a roguelike game, and so that means if you die, you have to start over. Not only do you start over, but the map changes and everything. So there is actually a bug going on with that game. Just letting you guys know, not trying to discourage anybody. That so if that bug hits you, it kicks you from the game, which is equivalent to dying, which means you'd have to start all over, and so that could be a real pain. Um, Near Replicant, Plank could tell you a lot about that game. I've actually wanted to play that game for a really long time and just haven't found the time. I need to do that. This next game, I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it. NBA or MLB The Show. If you're into baseball, Oddworld, personal back in the day favorite of mine. I
Yeah,
actually
that was
do
fun.
have that. I love Oddworld. Oddworld is so much fun, and it's actually free this month. I think um, it's one of the free games this month. Trying to put zombies in everything. That's true. They've been trying to do that for a really long time. I think they're trying to put zombies in real life, and of course, Outriders. Outriders is a fun game. For me, it's more fun with people, but that's more because of my character choosing, being
And
a
if
sniper.
you get that Game Pass for $1, you get Outriders for free.
And Outriders is cross-play platform, or what have you. So you can play with your friends on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Did they
So
fix that though?
I believe they did. Um, I believe that's one of the first things that they worked on with that game. So yeah, so I guess I won't say that it's that way for 100%. That's the way it's meant to be. So they've either fixed it or they're working on it. I'll say it that way. So Geek and North House, and when are we going? When are we gaming again? You tell me.
I
And
am willing to pick a night to have you guys pick a night,
no,
and I want to jump
nope.
on.
So you guys pick a night and let me know. You guys pick a night, you let me know, and we can work it. We'll do it. I'd be happy to do it. Maybe we can do a bunch of we can do some joint streaming together or what have you. But whenever you guys are free, I tend to be more free than most people with my time. So especially you, Geek. I never know when you're driving because you drive. Sometimes we'll be talking, and I'll call you for something at 2 in the morning, and you're driving. So
Yes.
Lady A says she thinks they did fix it. So you let us know, or you let me know. You guys, you two talk about it. Let me know, and we'll make it happen. Because yeah, it will be fun.
Well, now that she's on Game Pass, let's get on that Outriders. I'm with that.
I know she has Outriders for the PlayStation, and if it's cross play, then she probably wants to play it there. If that's where she has more, if she's a higher level or what have you. Um, so yeah, me, where you can find me if you're on the PlayStation or Steam or Twitch, I'm Falchion757. On Xbox, I'm Falchion Space GSA. And here on YouTube, I'm just right here where you are right now, Borderless Gaming GSA. And look at that. I did that without even having to look at the ticker. Geek.
I don't even try.
Show that face. That's right. Show that face.
Don't even try.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming through, hanging out, and chatting with us.
Wait. I want to get this. I want to get this on camera. Lady A, throw out a day. Let's see what we could get scheduled out here. She has it on all platforms. Okay, Lady A.
Well, so do I. So I'm not even going to front. I have it on all the platforms as well. So, if we do it all on the same platform, I guess it makes maybe chatting easier. I don't know, but
we all have Discord. No excuses there, sir.
Oh, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying easier. But yeah, this Discord is easy as well. So,
well, Lady, I'm waiting for you to say a day. Wednesday. What it do, sir?
Oh, Wednesday is fine.
Okay, Wednesday.
Unless you see Andrea chime in on the chat and say no, Wednesday is not good because we have something else going on, then it's perfectly fine with me. And I doubt she's going to say that because she works on Wednesday. So,
all right.
I
want to get that in.
Cool. Yeah, Wednesday. I guess we're going to be playing Outriders. So,
is there any time that we're saying? Because I want to be clear, so I set my schedule around that.
I don't care. She's asking you. I mean, you're the one that has this. You're the one that has a schedule. Like you have this big schedule, so it's best for you to just go ahead and tell us around your schedule. And look,
now she got to go ahead.
Straight up, got permission on stream. Permission.
Andrea says
Wednesday is fine. Permission. I didn't even have to go in the other room and beg. She said permission is granted. So there you go. Wednesday is fine. You guys let me know a time and we can definitely do it.
Okay. So I'm thinking like 8 p.m.
Okay. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Good for you, Lydia? Will be over. Hi, Mrs. Falchion.
All right, so
she's gonna be nice to him on stream. You don't need permission.
Yeah, see, I was skipping that. I wanted everybody to think I needed permission, so I was skipping that. But all right, so I'll show her. She said that I don't need permission. But so he said 8
p.m.
8 p.m. Yeah, because if it was 8 a.m., I'm asleep at 8 a.m. So,
and we're all Eastern Standard Time, so that's the same time. So that's great.
So cool. There you have it. Wednesday, 8 p.m. We will be playing some Outriders. Lady A says that it is good. It is good with me. It has to be good with Geek, as he's the one that said it. So yeah, Wednesday at 8. Sounds good. Okay, so if you don't have anything else, Geek,
I don't.
You gonna call it?
So episode 19 is in the can.
This is 19,
isn't it?
I thought it was 18.
Or am I ahead of I probably am ahead of myself.
Like, I'm confused. But anyway, it's not something I really need to look up, is it? Again, thank you guys, and until next time, this has been Falchion, and you know me. I'm Ghost. 2 fingers is peace. Later.